A very good morning and welcome to Kulturhuset Stadsteatern in Stockholm and to our online audience for the press conference announcing the 2021 Right Livelihood Laureates. My name is Ole von Uxküll and I'm the Executive Director of Right Livelihood, and I will do the announcement in English first and then a short summary in Swedish. Right Livelihood was established in 1980 to nurture the human courage needed to achieve peace, justice, and sustainability for all. By recognizing the actions of brave visionaries and by supporting and connecting them, Right Livelihood promotes urgent and long-term social change in the world. Anyone from around the world can submit nominations for the award. And this year we considered a record number of 206 nominations from 89 countries. Chosen by our international jury from these nominations, the 2021 Right Livelihood Laureates are Marthe Wandou from Cameroon for building a model of community-based child protection in the face of terrorist insurgency and gender-based violence in the Lake Chad region of Cameroon. Vladimir Slivyak from Russia for his defense of the environment and for helping to ignite grassroots opposition to the coal and nuclear industries in Russia. Frida Klipp of the Wet'suwet'en people in Canada for her fearless dedication to reclaiming her people's culture and defending their land against disastrous pipeline projects. And the Legal Initiative for Forest and Environment from India for the innovative legal work empowering communities to protect their resources and in the pursuit of environmental democracy in India. The 2021 Right Livelihood Laureates are courageous mobilizers who show what people's movements can achieve. In the face of the escalating climate and environmental crises, of senseless violence and blatant human rights abuses, they successfully engage for a better future through solidarity and organization. These grassroots activists are not just resisting powerful governments and corporations, but are also actively mobilizing entire communities to claim their rights and become agents of change where governments fail. The four laureates will each receive a prize money of 1 million Swedish krona, and from today on they will be part of the Right Livelihood network, consisting now of 186 laureates from 73 countries in the world. So, some more information about the four laureates. Marthe Wandou is a Cameroonian gender and peace activist who has worked to prevent and fight sexual violence against children and girls in particular, and care for survivors of such violence since the 1990s. So far, more than 50,000 girls have benefited from her work, which is rooted in mobilizing entire communities, especially through the involvement of parents, children, and community leaders. Thanks to Marthe Wandou's work, Northern Cameroon is now a safer place for children, even in the face of the Boko Haram terrorist insurgency and of harmful cultural practices such as early marriage. With more than 120 million girls in the world exposed to sexual violence, her achievement under these most difficult circumstances is a message of hope for the advancement of child rights globally. Vladimir Slivyak is one of Russia's most accomplished environmentalists. For 3 decades, he has been spearheading successful grassroots campaigns against environmentally damaging practices such as nuclear and fossil fuel development. As one example, Slivyak started an anti-coal campaign in 2013, which helped empower local communities suffering from the impacts of coal mining and transportation. The success has been phenomenal, from the emergence of a local protest movement to a court decision against a new coal mine, and most recently even the first statements from the Russian government that the country must reduce its dependence on coal and invest in renewables. 1 month before the Glasgow Climate Conference, the Right Livelihood Award to Vladimir Slivyak is also an urgent call on large coal-producing countries to phase out fossil fuels now. Slivyak's example shows how citizens around the world can get organized and make sure that coal stays in the ground. Frida Klipp is a chief of the Wet'suwet'en people in Canada. She's an outstanding advocate for indigenous communities reclaiming control of their land, and she has emerged as a leader of the opposition against disastrous fossil fuel pipelines in Canada. Canada is not only a big producer of fossil fuel, it also has a cruel colonial legacy of stealing indigenous land and forcing indigenous people to give up their culture. Frida Klipp's work addresses these interconnected problems by reviving indigenous culture, reclaiming the land, and protecting the environment. Frida Klipp has triggered nationwide protests against fossil fuel development, and she and her people have already succeeded in stopping and delaying several pipelines. At Right Livelihood, we hope that this award will give further support to her important work against the Coastal GasLink pipeline and contribute to stopping Canada's assault on the global climate. The Legal Initiative for Forest and Environment, or LIFE, is an Indian organization working to protect the environment through innovative use of law and legal processes. LIFE assists and empowers often vulnerable communities to stand up against powerful interests and have a voice in decisions that affect their land and their livelihoods. The work of LIFE develops and reforms the law and strengthens institutions such as the National Green Tribunal in India. The successes have been remarkable. Thanks to LIFE's legal expertise, local populations have been able to stop mines, power plants, and hydro dams. And these victories in court have also helped protect local ecosystems as well as the global environment by reducing greenhouse gas emissions and protecting biodiversity. As a global pioneer of environmental litigation, LIFE demonstrates to the world how the law can be used to safeguard our planet and protect the climate. And now a brief presentation of the laureates in Swedish. 2021 års Right Livelihood-pristagare är Marthe Wandou från Kamerun för skapandet av en modell för skydd av barns rättigheter trots terrorism och könsbaserat våld som bygger på det lokala samhällets delaktighet. Vladimir Slivyak från Ryssland får priset för sin kamp för att skydda miljön och sitt arbete med att väcka motstånd mot kol- och kärnkraftsindustrin i Ryssland. Frida Klipp, som tillhör urfolket Wet'suwet'en i Kanada, får priset för sin orädda kamp för urfolks rätt till sin kultur samt försvarandet av deras marker mot fossila infrastrukturprojekt. Och organisationen Legal Initiative for Forest and Environment från Indien får priset för sitt innovativa juridiska arbete som hjälper lokala samhällen att skydda sina resurser och stärker miljöskyddet i Indien. 2021 års Right Livelihood-pristagare visar på enastående sätt vad ett aktivt civilsamhälle kan uppnå. Dessa gräsrotsaktivister mobiliserar människor för att kräva sina rättigheter och skapa hållbar förändring där regeringar misslyckas. I kampen mot en allt värre klimatkris, mäktiga företags intressen samt terrorism tydliggör de att solidaritet och engagemang är nyckeln till en bättre framtid för oss alla. Tack så mycket. Thank you very much and huge congratulations to our laureates.